The site of the former Lighthouse Inn in the heart of the Port of Galilee is a topic of great concern for the Town of Narragansett. PRIX has a long-term lease with the State of Rhode Island that is expiring and intends to exercise a renewal option. The renewal should be subject to meeting all the existing terms in the lease. However, for several years, PRIX has not complied with the primary terms of its lease, and the Town of Narragansett asserts that PRIX is in default of the lease terms and should not be allowed to renew without remedying all defaults. Further, RIDEM has failed to hold PRIX accountable to meet the terms of the lease. Upon renewal of the lease, PRIX LLC has proposed to construct a massive 554-space surface parking lot with a suburban strip mall that does not conform to current site plan dimensional requirements in the Galilee Special District Plan. This plan has drawn criticism from residents, the town council, and town administration because of its inappropriately low intensity of use, nonconformity with the Galilee Special District Plan, and its adverse impact to the surrounding village. The town would like to see the property be maintained per the terms of the lease agreement and would like to see the developer construct a mixed-use development that conforms to the site plan requirements of the Galilee Special District Plan. Certain lease requirements. PRIX LLC's sole use of the leased premises per the assumed lease agreement is for the purpose of operating a motel and restaurant business and related activities, including without limitation, banquet, catering, and related activities, while portions of the premises may be used for the purpose of parking. PRIX is required to maintain the buildings, structure, and other appurtenances to keep the property clean and in good repair during the term of the lease. PRIX LLC's default. PRIX stopped operating the motel and restaurant and has allowed the property to fall into disrepair, creating a dangerous, blighted condition. To make matters worse, PRIX has intentionally breached the lease presumably, so an argument could be made that the buildings are now dangerous and must be torn down, and has proposed a primary use of a surface parking lot with a small suburban strip mall use that does not conform to the town's Galilee District Plan. Further, their development proposal is extremely low intensity and does not contribute to the development goals listed in the Comprehensive Master Plan. This property is ripe for substantial development that can and should support a mix of uses. This is one of the few places in Narragansett where a high-intensity, multi-story building would be appropriate and desired. It appears RIDEM has failed to properly administer the lease and enforce the lease terms and allowed PRIX LLC to breach the agreement with no consequences while the property has become blighted. Discussion. The town has recently conducted a public workshop on this matter. Representatives from the town council, town administration, Galilee Advisory Committee, and Friends of Galilee objected to the proposal for a large surface parking lot and non-conforming strip mall in the heart of the historic fishing village. Most constituents prefer the development of a mixed-use concept, which might include a boutique hotel. There is also an opportunity to add other primary uses on the site that might include a museum, housing, or other uses expressly listed in the Galilee Special District Plan. The parcel is very large and is ripe for significant development that furthers the goals of the town's comprehensive master plan. The Town Council passed a unanimous resolution to object to PRIX LLC's surface parking lot and strip mall proposal while outlining other key concerns with the development proposal. At a recent council meeting, the council voted to submit an inquiry to the Attorney General to review the dealings between PRIX and RIDEM with a specific focus on the circumstances of the default of material lease terms. The town's main goal is to ensure an appropriate development plan for this parcel that meets the site plan requirements and development goals in the comprehensive master plan and Galilee Special District. More specifically, most constituents prefer a mixed-use, multi-story development proposal that is potentially anchored with a boutique hotel, that intensively develops the frontage on Great Island Road in accordance with the Galilee Special District Plan. Recommendations. Number 1. RIDEM explained the conditions by which PRIX has been allowed to disregard material terms of the lease that state the sole use of the property is to be used for the purpose of operating a motel and restaurant business and related activities. 2. RIDEM reject any request to amend the terms of the lease that would allow a non-conforming use that is not compliant with the town's special use district. 3. Statewide planning and the town's planning department be invited to review this development opportunity and advise RIDEM on appropriate development options for the subject parcel. The state should not promote and allow an inappropriate development plan that is not consistent with its own statewide planning use policies, which prioritize mixed-use development in urban centers while discouraging suburban sprawl in village centers. 4. That any future renewal of the lease be on the condition that PRIX conforms to the original lease terms or revised terms that are agreeable to the state as well as the Narragansett Town Council. Further, any development must seek and obtain all required approvals as per the Galilee Special District Plan. The State of Rhode Island and its lessees should not be exempt from local zoning laws. 5. To consider a more intensive development proposal that is anchored with a boutique hotel and or other appropriate uses that conform to meet specific frontage dimensional requirements on Great Island Road. Lastly, if PRIX will not consider an alternative plan, recommend to deny PRIX the ability to renew the lease as a result of their intentional breach of material lease terms and advertise a request for proposal for a new lease. The port supports thousands of jobs and generates $170 million to our state economy. RIDEM is in the middle of a multi-million-dollar infrastructure improvement project to provide repairs and maintenance to the infrastructure in the port. The redevelopment of the former Lighthouse and property is a tremendous opportunity for a high-quality development plan that enhances the quality of place and economic potential of the historic fishing village. Let's not waste this opportunity by allowing another surface parking lot.